Hey everyone, today I'm coming to you with a review on the brand new LEGO Marvel The Infinity Saga The Avengers Quinjet. Now this is set number 76248. It is recommended for ages 9+ and it is included with 795 pieces. It released on January 1st, 2023, and here in Canada, which is where I got it, I paid $129.99, which is the retail price, and in the States it is $99.99. Now I have been meaning to get this video out for a week. This is probably the review that I wanted to do the most because I love this set so much, but if I'm being honest, it's a pretty big set and it didn't really fit in my review space, so I decided to take it to the office and I'm gonna do the review here. But oh boy, do I have a lot to talk about, especially those minifigures. So without further ado, let's get into the Avengers Quinjet review. So the first figure we have here is the Iron Man included in the set, more specifically the Mark 7 armor. Now this is based off the first Avengers movie, Final Battle. This whole set is, but this figure is brand new and it is amazing. It is an update to the previous one from 2012, and this just has so much more detail and shadow than that previous one, which is a huge reason why I love them going back to do all of these older armors that they did in the past. He does have the brand new helmet here. I don't know if the printing on the helmet is new. It's probably from the Mark III, but I could be wrong. Underneath, you do have the typical Tony Stark head with just the normal expression, and then him powered on with the Jarvis hub, which is awesome to get. Then you also do get some other things to go with this figure. You do get the hairpiece, which is a great inclusion as always. And then you also do get, let me just put the helmet back on, this, which you're probably asking, what is this gray piece doing here on the back? That is so you can have it flying with the Quinjet, which is quite a cool little inclusion. They didn't have to do that, but I am happy they did. I really like that they did that. Actually, it just adds so much more to the set when it is on display. But other than that, I don't think I have too much more to go over with this figure, but I just want to stress how much I love this figure. The detail is awesome. But let's get on to the next figure, being Black Widow. So the next figure we have here is the Black Widow included in the set. Now she is also brand new to this set, specifically the torso. The rest of the figure is exactly the same as the previous versions. We have the typical Black Widow hair, typical Black Widow head, and just black legs with no printing. But the really cool part of this figure is the arm printing, and that looks awesome. We get her stingers there, which are great to get, and we get the SHIELD logo, so you could probably use these for other SHIELD agents. I don't know. I kind of wish the arm printing would have went to a different figure in the set over Black Widow. I'm happy to have it, but it seems like the only figure that Marvel gives arm printing to are Black Widows, which I guess that's okay, but I don't know. I feel like Iron Man or Captain America could use it a little more than her, but as it stands, this is an awesome figure to this set. And then, of course, we have Captain America, which has the typical shield that we are used to with the gray back. This one does seem to have a little bit of a misprint, but this is a very good figure with the more modern Captain America head attachment and the typical Buzz Lightyear-esque face print. Different one on the back as well. I do have to say, I feel like this figure would have been way better if the whole figure was actually in that lighter blue color. They went out of their way to put it on the torso, but not do the whole figure in that color. I don't get that. I know all the MCU Captain Americas are in this darker blue. I just feel like it would have been way more accurate and way better overall to do it in this color, but this still is an amazing figure. So let's get on to the Thor Odinson. Now the next figure we have here is the Thor included in the set. This is the same one that was included in the buildable Thor's hammer from earlier this year, but it is based off of the first Avengers movie still, and it looks absolutely amazing. He just has the typical hammer, but he does have a thunder piece, which is interesting. I saw that in the instructions. I was like, huh, that is definitely interesting, but I will take it. He has the same face print as the more recent Thors, which I'm okay with, although, well, no, it's fine. It's meant, I believe, for the fat Thor, but here it doesn't really look fat at all. It just looks like normal Thor, so that is good, I guess. But other than that, he just has black legs, silver arms, and the back of the torso has some very nice detail. But other than that, this is a great figure. But let's get on to the final figure. Now here we have Loki, and this is a brand new exclusive figure. Here he does have the handcuffs as well as the mouth cuffs. That sounds weird, but I'm gonna call them the mouth cuffs. He does have an extra face print on the back, which you can use with something else. I will show that after. I just want to show the rest of the figure first. There you can see the torso print. This is easily the best. I think it is the best Loki figure that we have got, but let me quickly show you the other thing I was talking about. And here we have the Loki with his iconic helmet, as well as his scepter, which isn't that iconic here. It's just one piece. You don't even have anything to resemble the Mind Stone, and the helmet is the same since 2012. I feel like it's been 11 years. If they would have done one, they would have done it by now, an updated version. So I don't think we are going to get one of those, but still, it works well enough. But that is the Loki figure, and that is all the minifigures. So let's get on to the Quinjet. Now here we have the build, and boy oh boy does it look glorious. But before I get too far into it, I do want to mention that there is technically two ways that you can design the set, because the build is the exact same both ways. But what I'm talking about is here you can see that my build has the shield stickers because I wanted it to be accurate to the first Avengers movie, but you also get another sticker sheet, so you can design the Quinjet with the Avengers logo rather than the Shield logo. On the box, it is advertised with the Avengers logo, so to each their own. Personally, I would recommend the Shield logo because that is what is most accurate to the actual build, but these are an amazing inclusion nonetheless, and I'm very impressed that LEGO actually went out of their way to do a whole separate sticker sheet. And not to mention, this is our first time on any Quinjet that we are getting a display stand, which really adds so much more to the set. It makes it feel more than a play set. Now, the actual display stand on the Quinjet isn't built in or anything. You can just simply remove it, but you can have it going 4 different directions, which is nice. Now, the actual stand is at a very, very minor angle, but it still does add something when you do switch it around time to time. Now, while we're looking underneath the ship, I do want to mention that the Quinjet does actually have landing gear, so you can move the wheels on the front back into the ship, as well as the wheels on the back. It is actually kind of satisfying because they just fit in very perfectly. On the side, that goes, and then on the side, this one goes. Now, there actually is one more thing that does come out on the bottom, if I can reach it here. You do have the iconic Gatling gun when Black Widow tells Loki to stand down, which is awesome to get. This is the first time we are getting that on a Quinjet, I believe, and that really does add so much to the set. Now, looking at the back of the Quinjet, you do have a ramp which you can lower to gain access to the interior. There's another way which I'll go over later, but I guess let's lift this up so we get a little light. We do have some tools in the back which I wanted to talk about. What do we have here? We have a walkie-talkie and handcuffs on that side, and then on the other side we have binoculars and a wrench. Unbelievable LEGO. The audacity that you wouldn't even think to include a fire extinguisher in a Marvel set. Unbelievable. Now, while we are looking at the back, I do want to show the thrusters here. Now, they are just these huge dishes with the translucent dish inside, but you can move them up and down. Now, granted, from the front, they do look a little odd, but they do definitely still get the job done. Now, to access the interior, all you have to do is lift this back portion up, and inside you do have 3 figures, but there is 6 seats as well as even more room in the back. This piece here kind of gets in the way. This thing right here, that doesn't really seem to be necessary, but it is there. It's probably not that hard to remove. But anyway, I love getting all of this interior space in a Quinjet, especially because they are supposed to haul the Avengers. That's kind of their main purpose, and past Quinjets haven't been the greatest when it comes to interior, but this one is definitely the best Quinjet with the best interior. Now, as far as accessing the cockpit goes, all you have to do is just lift this windshield part up here, but it is actually hard sometimes. Sometimes it is hard to get a grip on it, but you just lift it up and you do have 2 seats inside there. I do have Black Widow in there. You do have some stickers to represent the buttons of the actual ship. And then you also do have access to the back of the ship, which is accurate to the movie and definitely a great inclusion. Now, the last few things that I want to go over with the Quinjet are these little side parts on the wings that you can move up and down. I don't think I mentioned those, but that is a great inclusion, as well as, oh, there goes Iron Man. You do have storage for Black Widow's batons on the bottom. Nothing special, just some clips. And other than that, I don't actually think I have too much more to say with the actual build of the Quinjet, but as you can see and as you could tell throughout the video, this is an amazing build and an amazing set. Now, as far as the box goes for the Quinjet, there isn't anything too special going on here. It is a very, very big box, which does make sense because it is the biggest Marvel set coming out in the January 2023 wave. And on the back, you can see the set in action as well as the features in action as well. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Captain America just jumping out of the back. And then you can see at the top here, you do have them showing how you can put the Avengers stickers on as well as the Shield stickers on. Now, on the top, not a lot of information. You have Iron Man, just Lego Marvel on the side, and then on the bottom, just some legalese. But other than that, let's quickly go into the instructions and then my final thoughts. Now, there isn't anything too crazy going on here in the instructions. You do have that typical, more modern, boring cover art. Back to the box art, please, Lego. And inside, you have the build, obviously. And do we have any ads in the back? No, but you do have the part list as well as... No ads. I feel like the Marvel sets have been lacking for ads, but that is all good. You can see the set complete. But let's get on to my final thoughts. Now, for my final thoughts on the Avengers Quinjet set, as you could tell throughout the video, I absolutely love this set. This is easily the best Marvel set coming out here on January 1st, 2023, and probably one of the best Marvel sets in a while. The Sanctum was really good, but this definitely is up there for me. And at the price point of $129.99 Canadian and $99.99 US, I honestly think that that is a very, very good deal because if you can see over here, I do have the Guardians ship from 2021. Now, this set retailed for $190 to $200 here in Canada. This one is $130, and they aren't too different in the size, as you can see. I mean, obviously, the Quinjet is a little smaller, but for $130, I think that is an absolute bang for your buck, and I highly recommend this set. So at that price, and as a set as a whole, I think I'm going to give this set a astonishing 10 out of 10. I don't really have any flaws with it. I think it's awesome. Sure, some of the minifigures could have been done a little bit better, but okay, well, if they could have been done a little better, then let me give it a 9.5, but still, I absolutely love this set, and you will be not disappointed if you do buy it. But that is my final thoughts on the Quinjet. Let me know what you think of this set as a whole. Am I right? Am I wrong? Just let me know in the comments below, and as always, I will try my best to respond. But until my next video, thank you so much for watching. I have been Jagger Collector, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.